Hey guys, so at the end of last year, LIFX announced a few new products. They had the LIFX Mini bulbs, the GU10 bulbs, the beams, and the tiles. And while I haven't got my hands on the tiles or the beams, I got the new Mini and GU10 bulbs. So I will go over and talk about these, and then I'll show you my ultimate LIFX setup. As of now, I own 9 LIFX lights, including some A19 bulbs and some Z-Strips. So without waiting any further, let's check these out. So we'll start with the Mini. So this one comes in 3 flavors: the white, the day and dusk, and the color. The white only shows a single shade of white. It can be turned on and off, and its intensity can be adjusted over Wi-Fi. So it's a pretty basic smart bulb. The day and dusk adds various shades of white, ranging from a more yellowish kind of white to a blue one. And the color gives you all the colors you want. In my case, I went with the color to get the full experience. So the setup is mostly the same compared to other LIFX bulbs, and the controls are exactly the same too. And it's pretty much the same thing as the original A19 bulb. It's not as bright at 800 lumens compared to 1100 with the A19, and as you may guess, it's a bit cheaper too. It features a rounder shape, which gives it a much wider beam angle compared to the A19. However, it uses the same socket, has the same lifespan, and it can be controlled the same way. So these are perfect for on-desk lighting, where the originals would be a bit too bright at full brightness. Also, their angle would be more suited in a scenario where the bulb is exposed, compared to a projector type of lamp where the A19 would be better. So overall, it's a great bulb. You get the full LIFX experience at a cheaper price. And LIFX lights don't require a hub, so these are great lights to get into smart lighting without investing too much. So now we'll go over the GU10 bulb. So this is a really special bulb. The socket is different than all the other LIFX bulbs, and it's mostly used with ceiling lights. It's really small and it only outputs 400 lumens. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but most regular GU10 bulbs output 400 lumens or less as well. So overall, you get the same features than other LIFX bulbs, but in a smaller package. And for the light intensity that you get, these are not the most cost effective, but you would only buy this kind of bulb if you had lights that require it anyway. So I think it's really great that they came up with that type of bulb, as we're getting closer to a world where you can have an entire apartment lit with LIFX lights. Again, all their lights can be controlled with Google Home, Alexa, or Siri with Apple HomeKit. You can also get advanced features using IFTTT, where you can, let's say, turn off the lights automatically when you leave the house using your phone's GPS. And they can be added to groups, so you can set various themes or a single color to a group of bulbs and strips all at once. And now to give you an idea, I'll show you my ultimate LIFX setup. So I've got half a strip under my monitor, 2 strips under my desk, 2 mini bulbs on my desk, 2 IKEA lamps with A19 bulbs, 2 strips behind my TV, and 2 GU10 bulbs in the ceiling light. So I've got 9 lights in total, and it gives me a complete immersion. The result is super bright and full of contrast. So whenever I'm gaming, watching a movie, or simply relaxing, it's so cool to be able to set the mood. And it looks so clean. The bulbs require no additional wires, so cable management is generally not an issue with these. So it seems all great, but there are some issues with LIFX lights that I think are worth talking about. They look awesome and the end result is amazing, but you have to live with the problems too. So first, the setup process is not always easy, and it doesn't always connect to your Wi-Fi network on the first attempt. Also, on iOS, it tries to set up the light within the app and with Apple HomeKit at the same time, resulting in unexpected behaviors sometimes. Another issue is that the lights don't always respond, whether they don't want to turn on or off. And it's kind of frustrating when you want to go to bed and there's a light that won't turn off. You need to manually unplug it and replug it. Kind of a bummer. Then it's always faster to use a physical switch than to go through your phone to turn on or off a light, so it's not as tempting to actually use the app. Unfortunately, if the light has no current, you can turn it on again using the app. You can fix that problem with smart light switches, but I'm only renting this place, so I'll keep it as it is for now. And finally, these bulbs are really expensive compared to regular lights. You can actually get other RGB lights for much cheaper, but they won't look or behave nearly as good. So to me, the price difference is worth it. But you still have to consider it before buying. Again, if you want the lights to turn on or off every time, these won't deliver every time. And it's still really expensive just to get colors, automations, and control over apps with your lights. So in conclusion, I really like this light setup, although it's a bit pricey and it doesn't always behave perfectly. The mood it sets and the color I get out of it are simply outstanding. So hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like the video if you did. If you didn't, just let me know down below in the comments what I should change. Other than that, make sure you subscribe if you still haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.